What's going on, YouTube? So today's video I'm going to cover holsters between the G2C and the Taurus G3. So first off, let me go ahead and show you that both are cleared. Nothing in the G2C, no magazine. Nothing in the G3, as well as no magazine. So, with holsters, I was starting to wonder, because it seems like the dimensions between these 2 points right here on both of these are relatively the same. And I asked a fellow YouTuber, super informative channel, about holsters that are open-ended, because obviously you can tell there is a difference in the barrel length. So from the barrel down, obviously a closed holster is not going to match up, which I'll show you in a moment. But open-ended holsters, typically outer waistband holsters, should work. So I have several different of my holsters here right now, and I'm going to kind of go through them. And for demonstration, so this one is an internal waistband holster for the G2C. Slides in. Notice how this kind of curves around the front. I mean, it's open-ended, but it has like a block on it. The G2C fits in it just fine, but obviously larger barrel, it fits in it, but the trigger's still, you know, somewhat out, could be messed with. Anything that doesn't fully cover the trigger, I personally don't trust. My safety is exposed and can be taken off. So obviously I would not recommend doing that. Now something like this one's made by Bulldog. This is one of those little standard paddle outer waistband holsters. I got it for the G2C. It's got a trigger button release, and it stops right at the end, just barely protruding out. And my safety is exposed with this, but you cannot get to the trigger. So I thought, well, why wouldn't that work with the G3? And absolutely, clicks in, locks around the trigger, just as it should. Trigger still, or my safety's still exposed, but it was exposed with the G2C as well. There is a little bit of rattle, but honestly, there was rattle with both of them. And this one, the packaging specifically said this one was for the G2C. So it looks like, as long as they're open-ended, fully open, they don't curve around or anything, they are compatible between each other. Now this style holster, it's a little bit better. It's much firmer. I've tried. You cannot pull the trigger with this one. So this one is for a larger one. The G2C does fit in it. It doesn't come near to the end, but if you, I guess, were to strap it around for like a range or something like that, this wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't necessarily say this would be a carry holster, because if you're sitting there popping straps and everything else to take it off, it's not really the safest scenario to me. Like if you need to be quick, but for like a range purpose or something, having a little magazine on there, that's pretty cool. So fits the G3 really well. You can pick these up at Amazon for like, I think I paid $10 for this thing, and it's pretty cool for $10. I don't hate it, but again, wouldn't be like what I would carry in or anything. And the next topic on holsters, if you've got both guns, a magazine holster, like any of them, pretty much will work together. The magazine sizes are different. Here we've got the G2C 12-round magazine and the G3 17-round magazine, which there is a fairly good size difference, but for the most part, if you've got a magazine holster or something like that, it's going to work pretty universally. Now, there is a YouTuber named, his channel is 2A-EDU. I'll put a link for his channel down below. But he covers a lot of, the barrels are actually the same between the G2C and the G3, except for the length at the final end. So the barrel from the G3 can actually go into the G2C. I guess if you could get a hold of one of the barrels or something, it would give you the ability to take it to like a gunsmith and he might be able to make a threaded barrel out of it or something. So I guess that could be a pretty cool purpose for it. Yeah, so he's 2A-EDU. He's got a lot of good stuff. He does some very thorough videos between these guns and a ton of other stuff, so definitely check out his channel. It's a channel I personally watch. I learn a lot from his channel, and yeah, so that would just be my suggestion. And as far as the Taurus G3 goes and internal waistband holsters, I think Crossbreed Holsters is the only big company right now that makes like a good internal waistband holster for this gun. So check them out as well. I haven't personally gotten one of those holsters. I'm probably going to order one eventually. But as of right now, as far as I'm aware, Crossbreed Holsters is like the only one that's got like a pretty nice internal waistband holster for this gun. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe. I've got a lot of different things going on, and I will probably be looking into a keep tinkering trigger for this guy in the near future. So that's probably going to happen. Haven't decided if I'm going to be changing the trigger on this guy or not. Trigger is much better than the G2C from the width and here and everything. But again, check out 2A-EDU's channel. He does go over a lot of that information, like triggers and stuff like that. This video's kind of gone long, a little bit longer than I expected. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a nice day.